The meeting is okay. It does say to please ask the host to give you permission. So anyway.
Okay, but it'll be on the cloud and she'll get it on the YouTube channel. So
Okay.
you'll be able to get it from there.
Okay.
All right. All the business is out of the way. You can start with prayer.
Okay. Oh, as I exhale, I invite you to exhale with me. And breathe in deeply this beautiful breath of life, the breath of the divine, the breath that sustains and maintains life as we know it. As we breathe in this breath, the breath of God that I call the breath of God, the breath of spirit, I know that this breath fills every system, every organ, every aspect of my life is this breath of life, that I am breathing the breath of God and God is breathing me. And I just rejoice. And I know that this is true for each and every one of us. And I give thanks for this time together, knowing that this time of visioning and being together in this most joyous event that we call Thursday Thrive, I just rejoice and I give thanks and I let go and I let God. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is.
Oh, it is.
And as you know, I do like to add a little laughter to my visioning. Haha, you got it, Diane. I know what the reason I like to bring in laughter is it helps eliminate all the clutter from the day. It just helps us to get centered and be grounded in the present moment. That's one thing that it's not very easy to laugh together and then think about something else, that the laughter just kind of takes over. So that's one of those things that I like to do. So I'm going to bring in a couple of laughter exercises. If you're not comfortable with laughing, doing the laughter exercises, it's okay. For some, it just pushes you pushes the realm out a little bit, the comfort zone, to laugh for the health of it. So when we finish an exercise, I'd like to invite you to clap and very good, very good, very good, yay. And here's a really fun point. When we clap and we use the palms and our fingertips together, that you're actually stimulating the acupressure points in your hands. So this is also helpful for the whole body as you. And so with the idea of laughter for the health of it, and even if you just want to laugh in your head and not actually make any verbal noise, but just have the cells of your body laughing in your mind, that works also. Okay, so count of 3, we're going to laugh for the health of it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Very good, very good, very good. Yay.
All right. Oh, yeah.
So I did come outside because the temperature was nice. We went from very hot to kind of like time to put on a little sweater here in the South. So I'm enjoying the outside while I can. So one other exercise I'd like you to do is, if you can, just kind of move your shoulders, and we'll do the ha-ha shoulder roll. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
This is kind of funny.
Very good, very good, very good, very good. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, so taking in a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale. And one more deep breath in through your nose and let it go. And as you breathe in this breath, I'm just going to invite you to allow the laughter to flow like you are a laughter fountain and the fountain of joy, right? We're igniting our inner joy, right, Diane? If you want to do some movement with your body, that's good too. And so we're just going to allow the joy to come out. And even if you just want to like open your mouth a little wider than you normally would, to really allow it to just to pour out like a fountain. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yay. So at this point, what I'd like to do is I'd like to go ahead and invite you to take a deep breath, and we'll go into our visioning session now. Just as we breathe in and exhale together, just breathe in this beautiful breath of life. And in the visioning session, we're just going to check in with spirit, see what is spirit's highest expression of itself as our life. And so as we breathe in, and I'm going to ask a few questions as we go through. And if you feel called to jot down a few notes or wait till the very end, you can do that too. But if you want to just be in this moment in time. And as we go into this session, I am going to just call forth this divine essence and presence, this acknowledgement of that thing that is in me, that is in each and every one of us, this thing that we call spirit, God, the Father, the divine essence and presence of life that is expressing itself as our very lives. And I'd like you to just to be with that for a moment. And as we are with that, just know that this divine presence loves us so much that this presence that is breathing us, that is expressing life as us, desires to express itself as us. That we're reminded that it is not I, but the Father within that doeth the work. It is that divine presence that we call forth right here and right now. And if you hear any sounds in the background that you might find would be disturbing in a meditation, I invite you at that moment to take a deep breath and just go deeper in the presence. Let that sound be a reminder to go deeper, to feel the deeper presence in this moment. And so as I ask, what is Spirit's highest expression? Its highest, most joyful expression as my life. And I use that my life as an individually for each and every one of us. As the I am that I am. What is Spirit's highest expression of itself as my life? This expression of spirit, this desiring to be expressed. What is the feeling tone that you get with this expression? Are there any symbols or shapes with this vision? This idea that wants to express itself. Are there any colors associated with this vision? What must be embraced to allow the vision to manifest? What aspects of myself must I embrace for the vision to be made manifest? What must be let go of? What aspects of my life must I allow to be transformed? To allow the vision to manifest. What pivot must I make? What direction of a pivot in my life can I do to allow the vision to manifest? To move towards the manifestation of the vision. What is one thing that I could do that would move me towards the vision? Is there anything else that needs to be known at this time? Is there anything else that needs to be known at this time? Do I commit to the vision? Do I say yes to the vision? You don't have to say yes right now. But if you wanted to anchor the vision by committing to the vision at this time. And knowing and trusting that questions have been asked, answers may or may not have been received at this moment in time. And since they were asked, we will get an answer. We will receive, and it is up to us to be open and receptive to receiving, to taking action, to moving towards the vision, knowing and trusting that every aspect of life that we are provided for, that ideas come to us in the most unexpected ways at times. And as the ideas come to us, we can look at them and say, yes, ooh, that fits right in. Some may expand us. Some may push us to that growing edge of our being. And knowing that we are fully endowed with all that is required to allow spirit to fully express itself in love, beauty, joy, to live this life as a divine expression of the Most High. And for this, I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. And I invite you to take a deep breath. And exhale. And if you'll anchor this time and space with it, and so it is. Amen. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Would anybody like to share?
Sure. First of all, thank you. It was a very nice experience. Always is to be reminded of spirit and what's within, and allow that to come forward. What came up for me was acceptance. We've had a lot of changing dynamic things, experiences lately out here, different things for different reasons, some good, desirable, some not desirable, but teaching and learning and accepting. And it reminded me of something I read and stayed with me from Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now, was whatever life hands us, accept it as though we had chosen it. And that that's what came up for me. And also the feeling was of a loosening, a sort of a letting go of things that I might be anticipating, or just, something that's uncertain, and just allowing. So that loosening and not tightening around a thought, not perseverating around a thought, but just loosening up around it and allowing the more opportunity for acceptance. But also a feeling of empowerment, because I'm recognizing the chatterbox thing that happens. And when I do that, I can choose the opposite of that. So that's a freedom, and that freedom feels powerful. It's like a power. And the shape was like a winding path, like a hiking trail. And knowing that if you remain on the trail, you will be able to accept things more readily than if you get off, get sidetracked, or try to resist what unfolds before you, kind of thing. So just follow the path, and there's different things at each bend, different experiences that we have to accept, things that we might have had subconscious resistances to, and they start coming up out of the woods, and so we have to stay on the path and not try to divert, but just go through. And then embracing, yes, what the moment gives. What the moment gives. And of course, embracing our own divinity and as spirit, having this experience. So, and I am committed to that. So thank you for taking us through that. I'll leave it there now.
Thank you. Thank you. I love that. I love those. I love the trail. I mean, I live near trails. I love that. Stay on the trail. Stay on the trail. Just stay on the trail.
Yeah, you can trust the trail.
Trust the trail. Oh, isn't that fabulous, Reverend Suellen? Diane? Jack, isn't that just to stay on the trail? Trust the trail. Ooh, I got God bumps on that one. Trust the trail. Nice. Nice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for having this moment for us to share.
Yeah, thank you. Diane or Jack, Sue Ellen?
Sure, I'll go. I love your questions.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Just fabulous how you augmented the traditional flow with the uniqueness of, are there any symbols? Are there any colors? In addition to the others, I thought your visioning was stellar. Thank you. And yeah, so interesting. What came to me in response to the highest expression as itself in my life. This was not so interesting. The word love came to me, which it typically does. That's a theme that is pronounced in me, or that I strive to cultivate. What was different this time, a feeling of contentment, that was different. More importantly, really was the symbolism You know, typically it's the heart, whatever. Okay, I can't do the heart. Thank you. Perfect. Or I always do a smiley face, which is really more joy, an element of love. Well, what came to me was the interconnecting circles this time. You know, one circle with another one, and so then there's that element where they connect. That was different.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I have to think about that. And the colors, my typical red, green for peace, yellow for joy, mauve.
Wow.
Where did that come from? And
I
so
love that color.
I know, I want to think about it some more, but mauve was prevalent. You know, it's odd though. I didn't get anything to embrace. I don't know, maybe I got distracted. And then a couple other questions, I didn't get anything. So this is the last thing. This was very interesting to me. In response to what let go, and there was a parallelism in the question of what pivot must I make. So it's kind of embarrassing. It said I need to let go of my little self. The other word that came was my ego. I have to let go of my ego.
Same thing.
I don't know what to say. I always thought I really didn't have much of an ego, but maybe I actually have a really big one. So that's what happened with me.
Nice, nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
So I didn't get anything initially under what is the highest expression of spirit through me. I got nothing. But the feeling tone came across oh so strongly as love. Okay, I like that. The symbols, I also like that you asked for symbols. And what I got was teardrops, raindrops, dewdrops, obviously a water symbol, something. So it's teardrops could be sadness, raindrops could be nourishing, dewdrops. And I'm just kind of going, okay, dewdrops. And then the next words out of your mouth was what color? And it came back to me just like I was hit with a train, yellow. And it came from a meditation when I was a Prac 1 student, where someone, whoever was leading the meditation, led us off into a meadow and we were drawn to a color. And when we went to see the color, you know, we picked it up or whatever we did with it. And the color that I was drawn to was a single yellow rose. I don't know. I don't get why a rose would be growing in a meadow, but you never know. You know, these things happen. And it had one drop of dew on it, just one. And the dewdrop was God's tears for all of those people in the world who thought they were alone. And so, and I'm in this meditation feeling this overwhelming sense of love. And this visioning took me right back to that same place with the yellow rose, the single drop of dew, where as God's tears for all of those people who believe or feel they are alone. And so we really aren't alone. We really aren't. And it was like, oh my gosh. So now I'm in overwhelm almost in this piece here. with what is it to let go of. And I think that it's time to really let go of the relationship that I'm holding on to, or have been holding on to, with Mike. And I was like, oh my gosh. Highest expression goes back to alone, separate, independent, whatever that is, moving through me. So the things that I can do, I got out of it to do, are pray and vision or imagine or visualize the house being sold, because that's a piece of part that needs to come to fruition for us to be separated. And yes, I commit to the vision. And then when you asked if there was anything else, I got, oh yeah, don't forget to get tape for the newsletter for tomorrow. So I love how God throws these little monkey wrench pieces in, you know, by the way, anything else, don't forget the tape.
Oh, that's excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Jack, you're on mute.
No, I'm not. For me, what I got feels maybe selfish to me, but I got a clear vision, a clear picture of how I can increase my commitment to finding my own peace. I played French horn for 30 years, and I still feel like a musician. And in that entire time, from when I first picked up a French horn and began to learn, you know, what each of the three valves did, I always loved practicing. I never, wished I didn't have to. I loved it, no matter how repetitious. And it hit me that my spiritual growth has been needing that same, love of practice.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So I guess that's what I'm about from this point on.
That's not selfish.
No, not at all. I agree with Diane. It's interesting that love came up. I read, and this falls right into that piece, Jack, that you just shared, that this morning the chef that decided it was time to leave, Anthony Bourdain. There was an article about him this morning, and I read it, and it was his last text message to his girlfriend, and that in that text message that he sent to her, it was, "You were reckless with my heart." And what I've been contemplating all day is, how do we not be reckless with our own hearts, with ourselves? Where it all starts is that we care and nurture and love ourselves, and that we're not reckless with that love that we are. And love came up in a few of the, that was like, it's been something that I've been walking with all day. It's like, how can I help to promote not to be reckless with our own love, with our loving ourselves? And it's not selfish to do that, to care for ourselves in that highest way possible. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you. Thank you. Clark, I can't hear you. You're on mute.
I'm sorry, what, did you ask a question?
I thought you were talking and you were on mute.
Oh, no, we're having some dog issues. And I didn't want to be too distracting or anything, you know, and actually I'm gonna have to leave because of that. And I also have a class at 7. So with our center. So thank you for this experience. I'm sorry I have to go, but it was wonderful seeing everyone. So thanks, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you. Thank you for participating.
I love it. Thank you.
It's 1 week. It's next week.
But any other thoughts or contributions that you would like to share?
I just love, Jack, how you said practice with your spiritual self, or whatever the words that you would use. But the analogy of how much you love to practice with your horn, and you're a musician, and practicing you know, your spirituality, because we are, and you are, an element of God. That's just beautiful. That's nice. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you
Yeah.
for that. That's beautiful. Thank you.
I do have to say that I also I got a surge of God bumps as you were sharing your once a musician, always a musician feeling, that you're still a musician today.
Mm-hmm.
You're still a musician today, and that the practice, even our spiritual practice, I could walk away with, it's not a drudgery. It's something that I want to do. It's something that enhances and enlivens me and brings me joy. And that I just surged with God bumps on that one. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you for the leading tonight, because that got me there. So
You're welcome. Oh, I love that. The rings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love that the rings, the connectedness. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. And the drops of water, the teardrops, the yellow rose, I could see it. And Clark's, oh, it was fabulous. It was fabulous. If I might just share, what I got was, for myself, was what I'm doing right now. What is Spirit's highest expression of itself as my life is like what I'm doing right now. And the feeling tone was peace and joy. It was just, thank you for showing up. Yeah, thank you. Anything else?
No,
The what?
the contribution part.
So that's what I was gonna, I did write it down. Oh, it's backwards though. The name is the phone number is 405-337-9739. And the name on that is Harmony for this particular session. And your gifts are greatly appreciated to continue the work, the way Inner Journey shows up in the world. Thank you. I am grateful to be part of Inner Journey.
Me too.
Mm. So, Reverend Sue Ellen, our next Thursday Thrive will be,
Yes, Diane,
and that day will be
next week,
next week,
because it's the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th.
the 1st, the
Oh.
3rd, and the 5th. Okay.
Yep.
Lovely.
Yep.
Yay. Ah. So I will go ahead and pray us out, unless there's anything else anyone wants to share, to say.
My kids are all fine in Florida, so that's a good thing.
Yes. Yay. Yay. Thank you. I was thinking about that last night and it was a little too late to text you.
Thank you for not.
You can't get away with that anymore. The texting or even email sometimes shows up. It's okay. We're actually moved back to, like, you don't call unless it's an emergency till after 9 o'clock, right?
Right.
When the old phone, because a lot of people seem to have their phone by their bed and they're notified of the emails and the text messages. I found out you can't even send a message via Facebook because that makes a noise for some people. So it's like, okay, just wait till 9 o'clock.
Well, I don't have anything connected to my phone except the phone. And when you text, it doesn't make a noise, but it does light up.
Ah,
So if I have it face up on the side of the bed, it lights the room. And if I have it face down, if I remember to turn it face down, then I don't see it because the light goes down into the paper. But the downside of that is I don't ever have any notifications turned on. So I have to be dependent on looking at my phone to actually get them.
yes.
Which I think is great because it's at my choice, not everybody else's.
Right. I'm the same way. I do have the ringer on.
Yeah. Yes. But I've gotten pretty good at getting most people to not call unless it really is an emergency.
Right. Good. Well, on that note, I will go ahead and pray us out. Unless somebody will, Diane, you want to pray us out? No? Okay. So as we rejoice in this moment, knowing that Spirit rejoices as itself, as our very life, in the endeavors that we pursue, that Spirit is always saying yes, 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 yes. I give thanks for this time together, knowing that it has truly been a divine appointment. A divine appointment. With thanksgiving and gratitude for the goodness that has been shared, for the visions that we have received, for the awareness of our greater good, a greater good to be, as we step into the vision. And we know that each and every day that something will show up every day, a little something that helps us move towards that vision. And I just claim and affirm that we say yes, that we have the strength, the courage to say yes to that knocking at the door, that divine nudge that we receive, that we say, okay, I'm ready to go. And off we go. And I just rejoice and I look forward to our next time together. And I know that it is good and very good. And I give thanks. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is.
Yeah.